we redid our kitchen. Before we redid our kitchen, we've had this house for like 3 years. We haven't had that cat for 3 years, but we've had this house for 3 years. And in that time, when we first got the house, we painted everything that we wanted to paint. There were 3 rooms that we didn't paint. The kitchen, the half bath, and the room that we used for the ferrets. So we actually really enjoyed the colors of the kitchen and the half bath. They're the same blue, I believe, and we just thought it went really nice. So here are some pictures, maybe some clips, of our kitchen before we redid it. This is what it looked like. Don't ask me what's on these walls. Kids used to live here. Who knows?
For right now, just clean the walls. We'll figure it out.
Okay. I think this is just bringing out either. Well, I was just gonna say either they did a bad paint job or this is taking paint off, but I'm pretty sure it's just that they did a bad paint job. We really love our kitchen. We enjoy making meals there. We make breakfast there, sometimes lunch, usually dinner. And we just really enjoy the time that we spend in there. So we didn't want to change too much of it. We wanted to still enjoy what we have. And so we're not changing a lot yet. This is only the first redo of the kitchen. The first objective was to paint the walls.
Much tall.
Much tall. Wow. Darker blue. The other blue is a little dull, and if you know me, you know I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. We have a few rooms in this house that are blue now. And they're all different shades of blue. This blue really spoke to me, and I feel like it was a good area. And it pops. Like this room, you see this orange? Like, I feel like it pops just as much as this orange does. So one of the reasons why we chose this blue is this backsplash you can see. Now, it's not the fanciest backsplash, it's just one that you stick on, but it is kind of like the centerpiece. It is what makes us pick the rest of the colors in this room. And one of that being blue, right? Now, this backsplash was something that caught our eyes from the very beginning. When we first got the house, we were like, oh, I like that backsplash. Again, nothing fancy, and we'll have another backsplash at some point. This is just what we have right now. And it's pretty good. And we like it. And yeah, obviously everything we did was centered around the backsplash and the colors in it. So we needed to make sure that everything kind of coincided together. It made sense. People weren't going to look at it and be like, why'd you do that? So of course, the walls took some time to paint. It had some more time. And then some more time. Lots of time to paint. But after we were done with that, it was time to paint the trim. The windows were already replaced. You saw that process. Now we gotta paint all the trim. Now the trim comes in the color of white or like cream. And all of our trim in our house are painted the same color. We like this color, and it kind of makes a cohesion throughout the house. I really enjoy painting. I think it's really relaxing, especially trim. As this is smaller strokes, we're not having to roll on the wall. I'm not as worried about getting paint everywhere. It's not splashing all over the place. So I find it very relaxing. I'll put on a video, I'll watch a show, and I'll get to town. Sometimes, don't even need video, don't even need music. I'm just going to town because that's how much I'm enjoying it. That's how relaxing it is. Accomplishments of the day. I have successfully painted this door and the frame around the door and this trim all around the kitchen. After the walls and trims have been painted, it is time to start on the cabinets. Patrick started the top cabinets first. And we're gonna need to go through that and see what we were gonna do. Let's cut to Patrick and his whole process on this.
So I had to change everything. Looks like it's about to rain. But I got a little rinse bucket. Got my totally awesome stuff. Oh, it's just totally awesome. Got a few sponges, you want to keep them clean. These hooks are going to be for later. I'm going to screw them right into like the top, on the top one so you can't really see it, and that's what's going to hang up on the coat hanger. I got to go grab those coat hangers later. But like these are pretty dirty. Yeah, like you might not be able to see it, but got like grease all over it. Yeah, you got to clean that off. I mean, these are kind of gross. So I'm going to get to that. Wait,
Freaking gorgeous. Look at that. Let's stop.
Let's see if it's as easy as I just made it seem. You have to turn the pressure up. Gotta be careful.
He used a spray machine. He had to hang up these cabinets to dry. It was a whole process. And if you're wondering, yes, a few hangers were broken in this process. Just a few. And a few were covered with paint. And we salvaged those. You get the paint off of them surprisingly easily. So while he was painting the doors, it was time for me to paint around inside of the kitchen.
Alright, we're gonna start painting the cabinets. Well, we're not gonna paint these spots yet because they need to dry.
Shouldn't take too long though.
We have our nice fancy paint. I'll show you. Ooh, fancy. Golden standard.
And this is probably a good time to tell you why we decided on white.
Okay. So I think we have a change of what we might do. I was just looking at pictures. Maybe white.
Yes.
White up here, but like dark everywhere underneath the countertop.
Mhm.
So we have like some of these darker colors. We might try those, see what it looks like underneath there. We could even do this color underneath there. Not sure. I think the darker might look a little bit better.
We have a nice contrast if we have like the
Yeah.
dark under here.
And we have the lighter up here, lighter here. You don't want too many colors going on, so I've heard. So,
But I think that would be nice, and then the backsplash would be a kind of a combination.
yeah, whenever we decide to do like the actual backsplash, it'll look like similar to the stick-on one.
Yeah.
But like better. And yeah, and I think for like the little like knobs,
Mhm.
we can be a little bit more vibrant because it will contrast the white.
So day 4, I put a third coat on all of that.
Now you may be wondering, Denise, what color is the bottom cabinet? Tell us. It's a great question, and I will tell you. We went through a process. We picked out like 3 different colors. We went with dark gray. I really like the dark gray. I think there's something to it. Really nice.
At this point. But you know, we got Cabin's plank up here. It is very brown. And now we have Knight's armor. And it's a nice dark gray.
More
but
of
with
what you're
hints
going
of
for.
brown a little bit. But yeah, more what I was going for. So now we gotta do the Shadow Mountain. This is like a lighter tone gray. So I think that's it's like, do you want a darker tone gray or a lighter tone gray?
It was then time to paint those bottom cabinets. Basically the same process. Basically the same. You had to paint the doors, I had to paint around. There's more paint involved though. Because not only were we painting like the bottom cabinets, but the island as well. And it did. It really created a nice dynamic from the top to the bottom. So your eyes aren't going, but it's just saying right there. And we love how it looks. We love it. Now, after all the painting's done, the next step is to do the hardware. Now, Patrick was like, we need new hardware. We're redoing the kitchen. Hardware. So he got new hardware. He put it in. He installed it. There was some trouble doing that. I don't know if we have that on camera. But he was like taking out slices from the back of the cabinet because it was trying to get those like slow closing ones, I think, or self-closing. And yeah, we had the wrong cabinets from what we bought originally, and then we had to figure this out and that out, and there's holes in the back of the cabinet that I think is filled with wood glue and painted over. I don't know. It was a thing. It was a process.
Alright. A lot's changed since I last started doing this cabinet project. I went through a bunch of different hinges. You have to figure out exactly what kind of cabinets you have and what they're called. Otherwise, it doesn't fit. These are called lipped cabinets. I'm gonna try to put a screw in it. Hopefully, it doesn't fall and piss me off. The cabinets ended up looking like. The light, they almost look orange, but it's kind of a nice shade of white. Nice contrast against the blue. Alright, let's see if we can remember anything we learned about putting these cabinets on last time. Put a screw in there. Hopefully it goes in first try. Not great at this anyway. Oh, I don't want to make it hard. Sweet. That's more like what I was expecting. And this is the pretty much almost done kitchen. Got the dark down below, the white up top. Same thing, dark down below, white up top. I like the new hinges.
Lastly, we had to do finishing touches for the inside of the cabinet. So this has all been the outside, everything that you can visually see without opening cabinets. Got all that complete, looks awesome. Now let's do some stuff that's gonna make life a little bit easier for us. So the first thing was installing these things that you put like pots and pans on, and then also for like cutting boards and cupcake pans and things like that. And let me tell you, this is a game changer, a game changer. If you ever thought to yourself, should I make it easier so I don't have to take a pot off of a pot? The answer is yes, do it. Your life will be more simple for it. You can just pull it out, you select the pot you want, you use it. I got inspired. And I was like, all right, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna organize the baking stuff. Right, guys, I'm doing this, my first video on my new camera. Alright, so, in our Shine Redo series, we have redone the kitchen, mostly the outside of the cabinets. We have painted the whole kitchen. We painted the top cabinets. We painted the bottom cabinets. Now, we're gonna do the inside of the cabinets. We have some nice confectionery sugar. Right, in case you're wondering how much I filled it, legitimately to the brim. We gonna cap it. There's the confectionery sugar. Alright. I'm gonna do baking soda. Baking soda goes in the small one, definitely, because it is small. Should probably fit 2 in here. Cap that. Baking soda. Here we got flour. Flour is going in the biggest one. And we got a new flour boy. It's flour, you see it, it says flour. Some white chocolate chips. You could put in an itsy bitsy container. Chocolate chips! We do have brown sugar. Brown sugar is just weird. It just looks strange. Light brown sugar! Oh yeah, I'm making a mess. Oh yeah, that fit nicely in there actually. We have sugar, rice, and that there is some rice. But this one's coconut flour, and I think we will put it in this size. I need a stool. Chia seeds. Chia seeds, almond flour, almond flour, mini chocolate chips. Oh, isn't that satisfying? Mini chocolate chips. Baking powder. Nuts. Cornstarch. Flour. Yeah. Sugar. These sugars. Right, we have this. No. We have white chocolate chips. And we have mini chocolate chips. Nice. Oh, I have these. Four. Right. I think I wanted. I put these up here. Rolling pin up here too. Nice. Look at that. Big them. Looking good. Nice organized sealed containers. Thanks for watching another Shine Redo. We will have more in the future, so like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Then later.